Welcome back, everyone, to Daily Driven Datsuns once again. Finally, the day is here, the day that everyone been waiting for. It's the day that we show how we made the ProTunerz intake manifold be compatible and work with the factory EFI 43-year-old system. So let's go ahead and get into it. You're not gonna want to miss this. Let's go. All right, guys, so just to get into it, let's go ahead and start with some of the basics of what I had to do. As you already know, a lot of the process already been done. I'm not going to mention all the stuff I had to go through as far as fixing my car with the ECU, the harness, whatever. Yes, I have not done my harness yet. I have it there temporarily so it doesn't cook up on the bottom. I'm going to make the wires longer and pull all the way around. I already got my 45-degree MPT fittings, bark fittings. All that's part of it, but let's get into how to make this work. So first off, AFM, all right? Let's clean this lens real quick. All right. So you can see in here, I've got some marks, right? See that mark right there? That mark right there was right next to that little arm right there. So what I figured is, for this car to idle perfect and get that little extra amount of fuel that it needs, I had to richen up. I had to go counterclockwise, and with the car on, of course, with the car on, just by ear. I remember a lot of this stuff it's raw tuning, you know what I mean? Just by ear, I push this little lever down right here just enough, and you'll feel if you go too far, it'll shut off or run blah, 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 start bogging, and if you go too lean, it'll shut off as well. But if you just go enough, and this is for some people that have done some applications on them as well, or are running some kind of an issue and they want to compensate an amount of fuel for a better idle or whatnot, you play with this and it plays with your air and fuel ratio. And so I just did just that much more. Like we got here, what, 1, 2, 3 teeth to the I say positive, but in reality, 3 teeth to a richer side. I'm not saying in your case that's the issue. You know, my engine is 200,000 miles, 40-something years old, all original, never been opened up. I do have low compression on first, second, and third piston. So, you know, everybody's going to have a different motor, but having in mind that you're going to have to play with the AFM just a bit. In some cases, maybe if you have a perfect low mile engine, you might not have to touch it, but that's in my case, that's what I did. Now, number 2, TPS, which, to be honest with you, I got it where it's running great, but I know that it's not exactly at 100%. It's probably at 98.5% right now, compatibility. Because before, when I had my old system, my old intake, I used to be able to let go of the gas, softly decelerate, and I'll get all that burble. And I'm still right now in the process of fine-tuning that, but it's good, it revs, and I'll show you in a video when I get in the car and I go on the road with you guys in a minute here. So TPS, it's a must. Now, for the most important part that will not let you be successful with this intake manifold, and I shit you not, number 1 reason, it's right there, right in front of your face. Let me see if I can zoom in. Okay, you guys seeing that right there? See the black mark? That black mark is where the factory setting is on the distributor. At factory setting, you will not, and I repeat, will not be able to use this intake. Okay, reason why. When you're on factory timing, or the setting from factory, which is, I think is positive 8 degrees or whatever it is, 8 degrees. Yeah, 8 degrees advanced, I believe it is. Guys, don't judge me, please. I don't have the book in front of me right now, but I always have my mark done when I did the timing light or whatever. But the deal is, at factory timing, you will not be able to accelerate with this intake. I went through nightmare. I went through everything that I can do. I had to fix my whole car, and I had a lot of issues, but that's good because now it runs good. But apart from that, when you hit the gas, you'll probably get about 15% throttle in, and the car will run like it's supposed to. The moment you go beyond that, it just, it won't go anywhere. And it's weird because I have a rich air and fuel gauge. It's not a wideband, but it is a air and fuel gauge, and it does work because I've tuned the car before with the other intake and it worked well. And I did it with this one too as well. But I am gonna put the wideband on because we need to get some numbers, and I want to show the world the numbers, etc., etc. I want to be professional for you guys and all that. And then I gotta put a timing light too as well. But I'll tell you what, I'm almost completely advanced. I'm just like one cunt hair away. And let me tell you something, it's the only way that I was able to get this thing to accelerate to perfection, or almost to perfection. And I'll show you. I'll get on the road now and we'll go. Fuel pressure regulator. I'm actually at about somewhere, it depends, between 38, 40 pounds on the fuel pressure regulator. That's what I used to run on my old intake on the N42 ported with the S13 throttle body. This is gonna get changed. I ordered one. It should be somewhere in the freaking way. Got a chrome one. This is just something that was given to me in the meantime by my neighbor. So now you guys know you're gonna have to play with the TPS. See how I had to eat the ear on the TPS? I had to eat away so I could get more adjustment, which I'm telling you, I still need to really fine tune this. It's just hard having nobody in there with a gas pedal and me out here and the multimeter. So, but it is working. AFM, TPS, #1, without adjusting your timing, you're not gonna get nowhere. It's just not gonna happen. You'll see. And then your fuel pressure, make sure it's on point. Then get at least an air fuel gauge. Be a pretty all right one. You know, it just tells you if it's lean, rich, or optimal. And I shit you not, it will show you that you will be on rich. The biggest thing is when you're all the way punched in on gas, you want that needle to be on rich at the point, not super rich, at the point of rich and almost near to optimal or optimum, whatever. Okay, so now we're gonna stop talking shit. We're gonna do a startup. It's already hot, so it's not a cold start, but you guys know already it does run on a cold start. The only issue that it has on a cold start is when it's really, really cold, it doesn't have an extra injector, doesn't have a idle control valve, whatever, none of that stuff. So you have to give it a little bit of gas, blah, blah, blah. Once it gets up and the fuel goes in, you don't have to worry about nothing else. Okay, so now let's go ahead and start this baby up, and then we'll get on the road. All right. Steady as a whistle. So you see at that breaking point, that's where the TPS needs a little bit of adjustment, which I'm actually gonna do before I take on the ride. I'm gonna play with the TPS just a little bit more, try to get it to where it needs to get. So let's go ahead and do that and get on the road. Going as I'm going. So let me take off my glasses so I can see everything real good. All right, here we go. City right now. I don't want to risk it and get pulled over, so I'm gonna do I can probably go down to second. So here we are at second gear. Factory stock head applications, you're not going to really see a much of a difference in performance as far as making horsepower. Then again, I don't know. I don't, I'm not on a dyno. I'm not doing anything. So, but it does run. Of the RPM band, it does tend to kind of slightly suffer a little bit, but it picks up at a certain higher RPM and top end. When the motor opens up completely, it gets all that air in. Try and explain it the best that I can, you know what I mean, so you guys can understand it. But you can feel, if you can hear the engine, how everything does. Car, guys. So, you know, if you're not into, you know, we're never gonna face a brand new Kia, the shittiest Kia Ascent or whatever, Kia Soul from factory will get a Datsun and will smoke it. You know what I mean? We're not fast cars unless you have a turbo car or you have a NA motor that's built or at least has some headwork, boarding, stuff like that. You feel me? You guys get where I'm getting at. But if you just want to have a good time, drive a car with a flat ass fucking intake. Runs normal, guys. Alright guys, well here we are. There you go. How was that for a test drive? Not too bad, right? Not too shabby. Idle's really good. I can tell I gotta give it a little spark plug cleaning. I might just put some new ones in there because I'm pretty sure I've been tearing up the good old plugs that are in there. All right, well, let's get back to HQ and we'll talk a little bit more. Let's go. Well, my friends, don't know what else to say other than we have successfully made this intake manifold work with the factory 280ZX EFI system. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. it's been a pretty long journey. A lot of trial and error, a lot of studying, a lot of learning, taking on a task like this, embarking on a journey like this, where I didn't even know where I was going. You guys gotta remember, I'm just I'm a garage guy. I work on my cars. You know, I have fun with them. I'm not really, you know, I'm not an ASC certified. I am not a pro mechanic. I'm just a regular guy that just enjoys his Datsun and the car world. And it just comes to be that this is the car that I own and that I enjoy. So when I work on my car, I give it every little ounce of love that I have, and energy to maintain it and keep it on the road. All I say is, if I can do it, you can do it. For all those out there watching that told me that it was impossible, to forget about it, buy the aftermarket EFI, Megascore 2, listen, bro, I got nothing against you. Thank you for giving me the strength to actually take on this task and show you guys wrong. This is not a battle of who's the best, who's the first, who's this. Perhaps there's somebody out there that did this first in the world. Maybe it's not on social media, maybe it's not on, you know, YouTube, anything like that. If there is, hey man, hit me up, let me know. But let me know how you did it. But we did it, man. All right, that's all that matters. I just want you guys to be able to enjoy such a nice piece. When I saw his intake, I fell in love with it. See some of the guys, some of my followers, some people that I follow that have actually, you know, lived their dream and changed up their engine bay and make, because this looks amazing. And they changed it up, but they had to go with a you know, with an MS2, MS3, whatever, you know, tuning software, whatever the hell they got to do. And it's just so damn expensive when you got to buy an intake manifold that's already pretty expensive, which is not too bad, but it's pretty expensive for some that don't have the cash. Some of the kids that are trying to come up in the Datsun world. Then you got to buy right next to it a damn MS2, MS3, and then you got to send it to a tuner or freaking a dyno tune, unless you got a buddy that's, you know, somebody that's willing to send you some kind of a map already where you can download it, whatever the case is. You're going to spend a lot of money and time. So for you to be able to buy this, enjoy it, and actually make it work with your factory EFI, it just blows my mind. So thank you everybody out there, for all my followers that believed in me, that helped me out. The underrated Z, dude, you're God. You sent me that computer when I needed it, free of charge, free shipping, everything. He just wanted to be part of the build. He wanted to help me out. Brother, I salute you. You're an awesome dude, brother. Thank you very much. ProTunerz for providing the intake. I did buy it, guys. I'm not sponsored by ProTunerz. I had to buy it just like every one of you all. I got it on a Black Friday sale. Worked out a good deal. I bought 2 of them. So my brother's car is the next build that's going to come on the channel, and that's the secret sauce. That's what say it's coming. It's going to be something crazy with some boost and involving perhaps 2 turbos. What else? 280ZX drivers page on Facebook. You guys are awesome. Ever since I got kicked off of that 280ZX club page, whatever the hell it is, for many reasons, which are fucked up. I can say it like that, but whatever. I don't care. We move on. I'm good to go. All the Facebook pages, Church of L series, a lot of guys that follow me on YouTube. Man, it's an incredible community and great people. To every one of you all that have been part of this and everything else. You know, I always give back. I give my time, my knowledge to help others, many others, without asking anything in return. Nothing that I ask for in life is, you know, that people are the same way with me, and they have been. So you guys are awesome. Thank you so much. Much love to you guys. All right. any questions that you guys have, if you want to embark in getting this intake and do the installation, I'm always open to helping out. And other than that, let's get her done. Silver bullet, baby. All right, we're out of here. Guys, never give up. Keep branching. Keep your head up. And, you know, never be scared of taking on an adventure, even if it works out or not. Remember, I embarked on this mission. I didn't think I was going to be successful, but then at the same time, I did think I was successful. And that's what kept me going, that knowing that I have to make it work. And when I get into that mindset, dude, nothing can fucking stop me. So with that said, keep branching, guys, and don't give up. Daily Driven Dotson's out. Peace.